Alright, everybody. Today is the big day. We have been working for this for several episodes. But beyond that, I have been working for this for about a week. Trying everything I can possibly try to get these guys to go to the Overworld. And I finally have it. It's just a matter of doing it on the real world. Are you ready for a long episode? Because this is going to drag for a little while. But the payoff is going to be so worth it. Okay, I didn't just look at anybody. That's good. In my inventory, I have 4 minecarts. There's going to be one for each of these guys. But I'm also going to be using one to cart myself over there so I don't have to waste what meager rockets I currently have on me. So let's go ahead and get started with this guy who's, for 3 separate attempts now, has been a minor issue. The last time being slightly more than minor issue. Where's the minecart? Boat. Found boat. Okay. Get in the minecart. You're gonna shoot at me, that's fine. Get on the track. Get on the track. That's not the track. Okay, you're being extra difficult this time. That's fine. That's fine. Nudge. That's the wrong nudge. I need you to go around this block here and get on the track. I don't care which track, just get on one. Thank you. Now that you're on a track, now I have to catch up with that one and fly up to it. Okay. So we're going to fly closer to this guy. A little bit closer than this. That might be a bit too close. Okay. Okay, he's getting away. Hit the powered rail before he disappears. Nope. Okay. Good enough. We're going to keep him going forward, and we're going to catch up eventually, but it's okay. So, the gist of what we're doing today, now that I can actually see you, is we're going to be bringing 4 Shulkers to the Overworld into a little mechanism that I have pre-built off camera. I had an issue with Bedrock. I know, shocker. Bedrock has this bug currently, and they've known about it for a while, where sometimes you'll put a mob in a minecart or a boat, and it'll end up 32,767 blocks in the sky. For no apparent reason. But if you send a boat or a minecart through, it's supposed to fall down onto a rail. Right. Well, no. There's also 2 other places it can go. Very much closer to the ground, at 510 in the sky. As well, let me make sure I'm not looking at anybody. As well as -80. Well below anything your water or boats or anything could reach without despawning. Yeah, that's where mine spawned. But there was a silver lining, because if you make a little room at the bottom of the world, you're supposed to go there, right? You know, they're supposed to be happy little shulkies, chilling in a little room. But I didn't have any caves or any openings, so I had to go dig down and make one. And, spoiler alert, it worked. So I'm going to demonstrate that, at least with the first one. and you're probably going to skip to the end afterwards. That's entirely your choice. Or you might want to watch me suffer because I have to go 3,000 blocks 4 times. 7 if you count the fact I was already there and I have to go back 4 more times. Yeah. But these, being every 50 blocks, are just enough of a boost to keep the Shulker and me loaded in. And I don't have to worry about any disconnect issues because I'm not going to, fall into the void. I went hard mode with this and made a 3,000 block long rail. And that took the majority of my iron, let me just say. I got very lucky with the fact that I keep a bunch of stuff in my ender chest and was able to use a bunch of gold blocks. Don't know where I got all these gold blocks from, but hey, and I just got an achievement, which I've not gotten the last few times that I've been on this world. That's kind of odd. But cool, I got an achievement. And, yeah, that just kind of threw out my train of thought, totally and utterly ironically, given that we're basically a train as we are. Okay. Shulkers. These little buggers have cost me several nights' sleep. But I have a way of getting them to the overworld, to their destination. I've tested it, actually tested it, and it works. It just might take a little while. So this is going to be the extra long episode 200 that we've been waiting for. Getting Shulkers to the overworld on Bedrock. It might seem like a totally unnecessary thing, and it most certainly is going to be frustrating. But I do have a place for them. And luckily enough, the system that I have in place doesn't show up on a map that well. So it's not going to really hurt much of the image. So I'm happy with that. And yes, we are going back to 0, 0, because luckily this dimension, I don't have to have some weird end coordinate. I have my little contraption set up there as well to catch him and make sure he falls in one particular location, and then I can immediately follow right after because my bed is broken, and we'll end up right at spawn, which is good because that's the chunk he's going to spawn in. Which means I just have to get to his level. I could, for all intents and purposes, have my alt go on and just wait at the bottom of the world, but if that becomes necessary, we can do that. I'm not going to worry about that at this time. I have made backups on backups of this world. If necessary, I can and will restore them. I am not losing these Shulkers a 5th time. This would be the 4th. Okay, just saying, this would only be the 4th. Yeah, I've been a little dedicated to this, as you can tell by this multi-thousand block rail. I came very close to giving up on this process. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I was gonna wait and do something else for episode 200. But then I got an idea. What if I had my alt just sit there in the chunk, keeping it loaded? That didn't quite work. So I went ahead and checked the wikis and all of the Reddit posts, and then I checked the bug tracker. Pretty much everything pointed to the 3rd option of things being underneath Bedrock. So I popped a copy of the world into creative and went into spectator and just flew all the way down there. And sure enough, he was chilling at like -78 or something. That's when I looked at the bug tracker, looked at other users who had similar instances, and apparently it's just a matter of giving them a spawnable place in the overworld at that lowest possible levels that you can safely make a room. And they go through. It takes a second, but they go through. We're coming up on the end of the rail here. And as you can see, we had to go through one of these pillars. That end crystal over there is not the only one there was. If I time this right, I should be able to break my rail. Yep. Now, you're going to fall off the track here in a second. Or not. Maybe I have to nudge you. Get off the track. Don't be difficult now. You did it just fine the last several times. So now I have to hit the minecart, not him. Okay. Okay, he went through. Prepare my minecart. Jump on through. It's probably going to put me at the surface, which is fine. Yep, I'm at the surface. And just to double check, there is no shulker up here. Correct. Yeah, I didn't think there would be. That's why I have this little transportation chute set up. Oh, okay, it will close automatically. Good. And this is going to take me down to his current position. And then I just have to make sure my minecart is ready. We're in the right chunk. He should have definitely spawned. And there he is. And all we have to do is push this. That's fine. That actually helps me a little bit. See, you're going to go up there. I don't currently have a quick way up there. So we just have to hop our way along. And actually, before I do that, I remembered I have to grab one of these. I'll grab that just in case. And a U for sure. Okay. We are as prepared for steps 1 and 2 as we can be. It's just a long, tedious process of getting up there. I am just elated that this actually worked without needing to have my alt AFK, because it would probably have gotten shot at and killed by the time we got up here. But you are still going up, which is a bonus. The fact that he's not coming back into frame and falling towards me means he's not hitting anything and coming back down the track, which would just delay things a little bit and force me to break out a little of that wall. That wall is just there to prevent things from coming down here and bumping into the track and getting in the way. There's a little trick with these rails. If you go to the end of where one set of powered rails is and count how many it is away from your lever, do the same thing on the other side, it'll save you some levers. So just add that and then put it on the 9th one. So you're going to end up going through this water chute up to the top. I just need to sit right back here where you can't see me. Here he comes, up the chute. And then this little water will push him into the next rail, push him all the way over there, where there is a boat ready and waiting. He'll get knocked out into the boat. Perfect. Everything is going according to plan. I expect to be shot at here. That's fine. Give me the minecart. Thank you. You can shoot at me if you want to. That's fine. If it makes you feel better, I did just abduct you through dimensions. Oh. Now you're just being rude. I'm trying to lead your boat. Did I get him? I got him. Good, now I just gotta tug him along until he gets over here. Ow. Ow. Stop it. I'm trying to get down here so I can stop myself from falling. Flying, I mean. Okay, I can eat. Get rid of the effect, and then hopefully I can unlead his boat. Okay. Boat unleaded. Ow. Give me that. Okay. Okay, first Shulker successfully in the Overworld. Let's frickin' go. Oh, buddy. I don't like that my game is refusing to load. I expected that to happen, actually, to be totally honest with you. The game does not like that I am defying the laws of its code. So where exactly am I going to be when I spawn back in? Am I going to have to redo that whole last segment? That was kind of scuffed, to be totally honest with you. Craftverse. But this is proof that it's possible. And I don't want to hear anybody tell me that it can't be done. It just takes some stubbornness and figuring out whether they're 32,000 in the sky for you or whether they're underneath the world. Because all it takes if they're above the world is to throw another minecart down at the exact same position and they'll fall through. Okay. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I don't even have to actually do any of that nonsense. I can just come down here. This is why we did this. So if the game wants to be difficult and not let me fly, then I could just use this. Oh, preemptive planning for the win. I'm glad I don't have to redo that entire thing, because that was risky. Those who say it cannot be done should not get in the way of those who are doing it. It's one of my favorite quotes. First Shulker successfully in the Overworld. Now we just have to go back through to the end and do the next one, which means another long minecart ride. That process alone, even with the crash, took 18 minutes. 18 minutes to get a Shulker to the Overworld safely and in a boat. Do I not need... I probably don't need the sword, actually, unless I look at an Enderman, but I'm definitely not going to need a bow. So let's just preemptively get all of that situated so I don't have to keep messing up my hotbar. It does feel wrong to have the sword on that end, though. Everyone's a little different with how they prefer their hotbar to be set up. I prefer to have the bow all the way to the left with the arrows sitting in the spot in the inventory above it so I know how many I've got. And I prefer to have infinity. I know, so controversial. You tell I'm on an energetic high right now that I actually got a Shulker to the Overworld even with a crash of the game. O-M-F-G. Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. Initially, I had tried a method of going through the end gateways, but he ended up suffocating in the gateway while in the minecart, and I couldn't get him out. And he wouldn't go where he's supposed to, because apparently you have to block off all the extra little bits and put buttons. And I wasn't aware of this when I tried the method, so it didn't work. Whew. So we're going to do this. We're just going to let the game do what the game do. Ah, 25% done. Once we get them all in place, it's going to be mayhem, but they'll teleport into their respective locations And hopefully within a decent time frame. I might have to go underneath and make sure I don't aggro any of them, or just straight up kill the snowman first. It's probably best I kill the snowman first, to be totally honest with you. Not sure how I'm going to safely do that now that I have a shulker in the overworld. That's for later, Zeko. Right now, it's just getting them there. And I have a rail system, and I'm going to be leaving that installation of the rail system to make sure if I ever have to do this again, I don't have to reset anything up. So boy, I have zero expectations that any of the shulkers that I would have taken from any other city would end up in the sky, knowing that they'll spawn down there. So that might get prettied up, but it's going to stay there. Oh, I take my victories where I can get them. Let me know in the comments, have you ever tried to bring shulkers to the overworld, and what version did you do this on? Also, did you try going through the end gateway, or did you do what I'm doing right now and just rail your way to the nearest city? Although I can hardly say that this is the nearest, it's 3,000 blocks out. More than that, actually. 2,600 in one direction, and then another 6 in the other. So 3,200. How many chunks is that? I'm curious. Let's do some quick maths while we're waiting here. So a chunk is 16 blocks long. Okay. Say 2,600 divided by 16. That in itself is 162.5 chunks. Okay. Now, 600 divided by 16 is 37.5. So altogether, we have about 200 chunks. Exact. I couldn't have mathed that out intentionally if I tried to. 200 chunks had to be loaded in order to get these shulkers from point A to B. And that's just in the end. That has nothing to do with the overworld, but for the most part, those chunks were already loaded anyway because of the maps. Because I have a Guardian farm out that way and I'm constantly flying back and forth. Those didn't have to be additionally loaded. These did. Not including the path that I flew to get to that city in the first place, when I wasn't necessarily looking to get shulkers from that specific city. I didn't even pull up chunk base that day, I don't believe. I just happened to go that direction and found a city and decided those are where I'm going to take them from. Now, we already passed the first one. Or is this it? This might be the first one, actually. Yeah, this is the short one. This is the first one. Technically, yes, we have already passed it, but that was going the opposite direction. This way, this guy right here would have saved me so much time. But I'm going to save this one for the backup. Because I have a feeling I'm not going to be as lucky as I would like to be just by getting them there. There's going to be a snowman hiccup. I just know it. If not, I will cry tears of joy. And I'm not even BSing you. I will most likely actually do that with how much effort and strain on my psyche that this has put me through. Oh. Just the fact that it's possible to even get them to the overworld has me legitimately psyched. Now we just gotta lock in. We got one guy safely there. I'm not going to be worrying about these for a minute, but also... I didn't actually need the totem. It's a damn good reason to have it, is flight disconnects like that. But at least he can't despawn, and there's nothing for him to aggro with all the glass between him and the snow golem. So we should be fine. Now we can go ahead and rotate, because he's going to shift our focus this way. Goodbye, city number 2. I will be seeing you again momentarily. Now, sure, I could have just cut these little travel paths out of the video. But you know what? I went through 4 days of mental anguish to get this to work. I'm gonna take you along for the quite literal ride. I don't want to hear a single person say, Zekko's not committed to the Craftverse. Bruh. You have no idea how committed I've been. Okay. Got my minecart. I don't want to trigger it to go back up. I don't know if it would. I just don't want to worry about that. Okay. We don't need these guys anymore. Need this guy. Hi. I'm not trying to put you in a minecart. Can you please leave? That is not quite what I meant. Thank you. Okay. Get in. Thank you. Ow. That's fine. Nudge. 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 I said nudge. Thank you. For the love of Minecraft. Son of a beacon. Come on. Okay, and there's no more bullets around. You can stop now. Thank you. Okay, we're just gonna nudge that up. Eat. Catch up with it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That's actually not a good policy to be doing. Okay. Catch up with the nearest lever. Alright. Oh, did we slow it down by getting in? Probably. There we go. Cheated the system. And now we're ready for the second long ride with a shulker in front. Just keep your eyes on Mr. Blinky over there. I cannot believe that this works. Oh, it's actually been 4 whole days of struggling to get this guy to where I can actually maneuver him. Now, granted, my first iteration, I did almost no research. I saw a video, it seemed to work, tried it, killed 2 shulkers. Looked at the video, saw the patch, and went, ah, wrong version. Okay, let's restore that. Finally was able to go back in time to before this was built. Alright, sweet. We have another chance. There's 4 shulkers, I don't have to round up any more. We're more or less good to go. Tried it again without using the gateway. Finished the rail system, brought him all the way over. How do I get him through? Do I just break the minecart? Nope, he teleported onto the ground. Wait, what? So I did some more research. Found out you have to block off 20 blocks of spawnable space around the entire portal. Okay, well, fine. Buttons are more of a hassle even though they're cheaper, so I made slabs. Saved that copy. Tried it again. He went through. But not to the spawn. I tried 0-0. That's ocean. He didn't go there. I went into spectator, checked every cave I could find. Wasn't there. Then I did some more research. 32,767 in the air he could be. All you should have to do is throw a boat through, throw a minecart through, and you should land on a rail if you have a minecart, or you should just land if you have a boat. But the fall could take 10 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes later, both methods, still no shulker. Still no minecart either. Or boat. I lost a lot of boats. So, I did some more research, and found out he could also be under the world, where you can't really reach him. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a bug. That's bug rock for you. It's just a bug. Well, there is something you can do about it. It just took me another 24 hours to find out what I could do. It takes time and resilience to get this to work. And actually doing some reading. Which a lot of people are like, nah, I don't need to do what other people have done. I could do my own thing. I can get them there. It's fine. I know the mechanics of Minecraft. But do you? Honestly? Do you? Because I thought I knew enough. I hyped up episode 200 like we were going to get Shulkers to the Overworld. Whee! And what did I end up finding out? Almost no. Make sure you do your research before you hype things up. But, on the plus side, the hype is real because we're doing it. The downside is we might end up having to do it again if some of these shulkers get killed before they actually all go into their placements. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I am not opposed to killing those snow golems and making new ones. I have the pumpkins, and I believe I still have the snow blocks. If not, I can make some. I will do what must be done to make this work. Once they're all in place and have no reason to teleport out of there, know where they can teleport to, I can install new golems, which I believe is the recommended thing to do anyway, because if 2 start shooting at the same shulker, he might die before he shoots himself with a bullet and duplicates. And then you might be screwed with the second shulker who teleports in there and has the same fate. And that would just be poetic irony if I lost 2 Shulkers to doing that. Because I put the golems in before I put the Shulkers in, and you're not supposed to do that. But you know what? Zeko no do easy way. Zeko do dumb way. And make work. That is how the Zeko do. Which, on a side note, Zeko do kind of sounds like Hadouken from some other language. I don't know. If it is from another language, let me know. That'd be interesting to find out. Why was there a lag glitch? Plus side, this is half of the Shulkers right here. Once we get this guy through, the 2 that will have died from the most recent attempts will have made it. Because I've done these specific 2 Shulkers before the other 2 every time. So these guys are immortal. They're like cats. But they're better than cats, actually, because they give you useful things. Most useful thing a cat can bring you from sleeping is like a phantom membrane. I've never actually done that. Maybe once by accident when I was on Trust Falls. Which, if you're not familiar with that, is one of my other realms that I had running for a couple seasons, trying to get new members into the Awkward Kingdom. Didn't really get a lot of traction with it. But we did get Time Runner out of the deal, so it was a good win. Alright, Shulky. You're almost there, buddy. You can do it. Once you fall down there, I'll break my minecart this time. I want to make sure that you move. If I stop moving, you tend to get stuck. Drop down. There he goes. Shulky in place. Now I just gotta break your minecart. And you're through. Prep the next minecart. Jump through myself. I should spawn at spawn. That's good. No Shulky up here. It would be very unfortunate, actually, if he did spawn up here, but he doesn't, so it's fine. Okay, I heard that close. We're going down the elevator. While we're going down the elevator, I'm actually going to stock up on those. Got everything that I'm going to need. Alright, go for a trip. And he didn't shoot me this time. You got this, Shulky. I believe in you. I'll see you on the flip side. I don't know who's doing a flip. As long as you don't flip around and start coming back down this chute, we're fine. I don't think you physically can because these are all powered rails. I'm very poor because of this railway. But you're going to make it all worth it. It might not be a good idea to be using these leads pretty soon. Not gonna lie, might be a little dangerous. I might have to just slowly boat across that glass platform. Okay, you're over here. I'm gonna meet you up at the top. Just like last time. Where you can't see me, but I can watch you go up the chute. Here he comes. And onto the railway. Oh boy, I didn't actually put the next boat. But that's fine, because you're going to get in it right now. Now. Got him. Okay. He's not shooting at me. I think he's just confused. I can deal with a confused Shulky as long as he's not a I'm shooting at you Shulky. Okay, your buddy is down here. So we're gonna come over here. And he is shooting at me. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I want to move you. Get him. Stop trying to kill yourself. Okay, you're just trying to kill me. Okay, you're being very rude, sir. He's a little bit cranky that I removed him from his friends. I'm trying to bring them back to you. Let me get away from your bullets, please. Thank you. Oh, this is going to get a little bit dangerous soon. Okay, half the Shulkers are in. I just got to get up there and place the next boat. And of course I made it more dangerous for myself by doing that. Okay, okay. Stab the cheese balls. Thank you. Okay. Place the boat where you're going to pop out. That's how you're supposed to do this process. Because if you put it to the left of where he's going to spawn in from, he's just going to shoot to the right. And if to the right is in a boat, he's going to go in a boat. All right. Next boat. Next cart. I actually would prefer to go down the elevator because you're going to shoot at me. Okay, we're good. There's nowhere down here for you to teleport. Okay. We're doing good, guys. We're halfway done. Well, halfway of the retrieval mission done. Ow. Who needs feet? Okay. Back through to the end. Don't DC me again. That'd be very rude. And unnecessary. You already had your DCing fun. I really wish there was a save button. Besides just save and quit. Like actually snapshot your progress. Force it to back up. All the trouble I've had with this, I can't believe how simple it is to actually get them to the overworld. It's just time consuming, that's all it is. It's just time. 45 minutes to get 2 Shulkers to the overworld, that's not bad. It's really not, actually. Grand scheme of things. Geronimo! Why do we always face the wrong direction when we load in? I don't know. At a certain point, I would like to make an Enderman XP farm for pearls, if nothing else. Which can be done. But it's not exactly a priority at this moment. Okay. so I don't have to keep risking myself. Just use the game to my advantage. Now, for everyone who's stuck through this entire process thus far, or is just waiting for some other glitch to happen and for me to fail, either way, I appreciate you watching this video. Normally, Craftverse episodes are supposed to be half an hour long, but we're going to take this all the way until they're in play. Once they're in their zone, doing the thing they're supposed to do, I will be happy. Right now, I'm just excited. I'm elated, actually. I really want to make sure that this goes smoothly. And so far, it's gone all right. It's just sluggish. I expected that, though. I expected a crash at some point. I can't even count how many times that the game crashed on the creative world just trying to shove Shulkers through. Because apparently, the game is registering them all the way at the bottom of the world, and I don't know that. And it's going, we can't register this down here. Stroke. Crash. Kick. Okay. Log back in. I guess they just disappeared because the game was fine for a bit. Tried it again. Nope. Crash. The game does not like doing game things. Evidently. I'll leave that spot open for the minecart when I need to retrieve it. I will be leaving timestamps in the description if you would like to skip ahead to various journeys back, because this is pretty much the same process 4 times. But for those of you who want to share in the full experience with me, I'm letting you just watch the whole thing through. Completely unedited. You guys are the OGs and the real ones, so thank you very much. And while we're on this journey, let me go ahead and prompt you to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel, and thus me creating more content for you. Surprisingly, I do still have another massive project planned. I've had planned for a while. That's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. Next week, I am going to be working on an iron farm expansion that I'd promised would be this week, but you know what? This took precedence. And I think you can all agree this is a more important thing to do. Because what good is having all those items if I have nowhere to store them? And granted, I have a tree farm for a bunch of chests, but chests are laggy, and shulker boxes can be put inside chests, so... You know, juggle around the morality of me putting it off to do this. But this... Oh, this... I think it's really good that I have this long wait in between going from point A to B, so I can give myself time to calm my nerves so I don't completely screw up when I get over to the important part. I like how smooth the transition from the bottom of the world up to 200Y has become through all of this. I tried thinking up ways that I could get them into the minecart, into the first chute, up at spawn. But by day 4, my brain was shot. Just screw it, just hard mode it. You did it in the end, you could do it in the overworld. It's not nearly as long of a shot. And it's not. It's really not. 3,200 blocks versus, what, 200 at best? We're good. We're good. It might be 300. But that's still less than half. So I'll take it. I'm surprised I still have any gold left. I think I have 3 or 4 gold blocks left in the ender chest. It's an expensive process. I would not recommend doing this as your first project of the world. You're going to use all the iron you would have used for your picks and getting an iron farm set up. Plus, it's not really possible until you beat the dragon, so just keep that in mind. That is a requirement. Even if you respawn him later, if you want to go back through the portal, you got to kill him anyway. Because it's not just you're going through the portal with. It's a Shulker. So, can't have him battling a dragon while you're trying to send him through the dragon's breath and just kill him in the minecart. And he might break all of your rails and glass that you would have used to get him there. Or completely destroy a flying machine that you might have used to get him there. Because that was another solution someone had put forth, is using flying machines, which I've never done. I've not built a single flying machine in my tenure of Minecraft. Which is like 2.5, almost 3 years now. Wow. I've been at this for a while. Yeah, 2.5. Solid. The fact that I had the confidence to even do this part is a feat for me. I have to acknowledge that. I've come a very long way as a Minecraft creator and player in general, but also as a person. Okay, let's make sure I didn't look at any endies that I might have not seen from the back of their noggins. No one's aggroed. Are there any boats left? No, I think I already picked them up. Okay, so next up is this one. We're going to smack the boat. Okay, boat smacked. Boat broken. Get into minecart. Part 1 achieved. Break open back. Nudge onto rail. And then we're golden. That's fine. You have fun with that, sir. Oh, still levitating. Forgot I was still levitating. Don't get too far away. Don't jump off the edge. Don't do it. Okay, and now round 3 of the long wait game. Watch Mr. Blinky come in and out of existence over there. Eventually we'll catch up to him. It's just the fact of getting in the minecart slows it down. Oh, can't believe that we're already at this point. And I believe I'm putting them back in the same boats they were in the end, which is poetic. I'm gonna have to go fishing when I get these guys up there, so I can get some more name tags, because I only own 2, and I need 4, to guarantee they don't despawn. I don't think they physically can, but I don't want to chance it. And after all of this effort, I don't think any of you would fault me for not wanting to chance it, really. I don't think any of them have really taken damage in this process, except maybe the one that I got in the boat with the last time, which was the first Shulker I had brought down there. Because he was shooting at me while I was in the boat. The second guy wasn't shooting at me while I was in the boat. The second one I brought over, which was technically the first one I got in the boat for. So I guess getting in the boat before you put it in a lead is fine, but putting it on the lead first just makes them look at you and get mad. We'll do some testing, because I have to do a third and fourth Shulker, so I'll try getting in the boat immediately. There's actually a boat there this time, so he'll be able to get in it. Maybe he was confused because the second guy didn't have the boat in place and he teleported onto the glass where he wasn't supposed to go. That was kind of risky on my part. But there wasn't anywhere else for him to go, so not as risky as I make it out to be. Let's just make sure I'm not looking at any Endermen. Just look in the minecart. In the minecart, not down there. That's fine. Out this way I really don't care because it's just void. Alright, Shulky, we're coming up to you. Shulky, come back! Don't run away from me! Okay, you're good. Switch over to money bags. It's amazing how much work Bedrock actually makes you put in to get the things that you want. People think, oh, Bedrock has add-ons? That's like the same as mods, right? Everything's fine? Yeah, well, if you don't use any of those anyway, it's just vanilla, but it's different mechanics. These guys are supposed to be a lot more cooperative with you. On Java. On Bedrock, nah. Nah. You're not supposed to be able to do what I'm doing. Build all your farms in the end, they say. It's just easier that way. And to that I say, you're absolutely correct, it is easier that way. But also, no, I'm not going to do that. I need to make sure my stuff stays loaded, and without mods or add-ons, I don't have the ability to use any type of chunk loading situation in the end, because nether portals don't work. And I'm sure I could have made this a lot faster if I used more powered rails, but also I don't have the funds for that. And I wasn't about to go mining in the nether and lose all my stuff to try and get shulkers. No, I had enough iron. That's what I made the iron farm for, is all the iron. And I'm going to be expanding upon that iron storage very soon. Very soon indeed. So I can AFK both overnight. Get a bunch of shulkers, get a bunch of these guys. Okay. 800 away now. This is what I like about Bedrock, is you don't have to worry about what your position is. You just have it up on screen at all times. You don't need a specific button or a prompt. Provided you have the selection ticked, you just always know where you are. Although on some Java hardcore servers, like PvP servers, I understand why you don't want everyone to have the exact positioning. I don't play on those servers. You saw the scuffed nature of our hardcore series that we tried doing on stream. If you didn't, I don't think you missed that much. We died so many times I had to restart the counter of how many punishments we had. And by the time this video comes out, I won't mind that everyone knows that information. I am recording this on the last day of May, and you're watching this in July. I hope June was good to you. It hasn't been to me yet. Time will tell, I guess. Fall down, and then I'll exit the minecart and break it. As a side note, prismarine bricks and spruce look pretty good together. Nope. Well, that's gonna be down there now. Bonk. Bye! That is my minecart. So now, where is the minecart? Right there. Break minecart. You're inside. Now we jump. Round 3. No shulker up here. You're gonna be down at the bottom of the world. Okay, that closed. I don't need anybody following me where I'm going. No, honestly, it's probably faster if I just minecart my way down there as well. I hear him. Go! Go! Alright. Yeah. Okay. That did not work. Okay, well, that definitely did not work. This'll work. This is fine. Everything's fine. Ooh! You're gonna, ow, chew my face. That's fine. You gonna get me again before I get in there? Yep, I thought so. Whee! Now we get to see the inside of the chute. Bubbles! I don't know why it's still making the rail noises while we're in it. Good, he's in the boat. Are we too high for them? Okay, we're in the boat. He's not hitting me yet. I think he's just confused. How did I get in a boat? I was just on a minecart. Where am I? Who are you? Why are words? Yep, there goes one guy shooting at me. I'm gonna get you down here. Okay, you're safe. I'm gonna come down this way. I actually didn't lose any hearts that time, but I do have to go place another boat, so... Okay. So apparently the game plan is to make sure you get in the boat and not lead the boat, because that just confuses them. Put that right here. Just where he's going to go in. Ah! Ooh, he didn't get me that time. Last Shulker. We're on the last one, guys. We can do this. The last Shulker of the 4. Ow. Why did I get stuck in the magma block that time? That was weird. Yeah, I probably should sleep. If I break the bed, I'll be fine. Sleep right here, break the bed. That way I don't have screeing dragon things when I come back and I'll still be at spawn. I also still have to get this build made, and I have all of the materials, I believe. Just about, anyway. Now that I have all the glass, I can put in an elevator inside that if I really want to. And for those who don't know my plans for that, I'm going to be tearing down the original house from the start of this series and building a visage of my face. Well, my skin. And if you don't know what that looks like, there you go. Good eye. That wasn't me making fun of anybody, that was just me being silly. I'm one shulker away from having a full shulker farm. Well, 2 full shulker farms technically, because I only needed 2 to get one of the farms running. But if you thought I was going to stop at just having one of those things, oh, no, no, no. I've seen how effective that is on the Awkward Kingdom, and that is what we are going to do today, to have all 4 shulkers in play. Hey, that rhymed. Sure, I have okay, I have enough mine carts. I actually don't think I need those at the moment, so I'm just going to grab another minecart. Eat something. Get in probably here-ish. There we go. And now the long, arduous journey back. And I'm actually going to disappear for a moment. And I'll see you in a couple 100 blocks. Okay, did I say a few hundred? I meant like 1,000 blocks. That's actually absurd that I was that fast. Okay. I thought this was going to take a lot longer than this, actually. Even though we've already done it 3 times, this is the 4th time we're going back to get Shulkers. I've got 45 rockets to my name. I really don't want to have to rocket all the way there. Plus, if I get DC'd for flying like the first time I brought Shulkers over there, that would be very disheartening. So we're just gonna full ride all the way back one last time. And then the final minecart path all the way back with Shulky number 4. I can't believe it's finally happening after 4 to 5 days. The last 3 episodes, easy. This one, Rep City. I have no idea how many Shulkers are left in the city I took these 4 from, but I believe there's still 2 at the front here unless I took them out, because I had already apparently looted this city at some point. I know there's still some Shulkers in the funnel, but I don't know if they're still down at the bottom. There are. There are still 2 Shulkers down at the bottom. So I do have a way of replacing at least 2 of these Shulkies. And if you haven't already figured it out, I am going to be naming them Shulky when I get my name tags. But don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through the process of fishing all those name tags up. I've already made you sit through this, but this was part of the journey. The name tags is just fluff. This is important. This is lore. This is episode 200 special! Once we round the corner here, I will fly over, because it's just safer that way, so I don't accidentally go back up at the end. And I'd rather not. We've done so good so far. What's it been, like 4 Minecraft days? Enough that I got phantoms. Sleep paralysis demons of your nightmares. I don't know if I've checked this city yet. I think the front door is in the back? Do we see any Shulkers on this side? No, the front door is all the way in the back. I'd have to take the arduous task of flying down there and then back up here to see. Alright, we've rounded the corner. Just follow the flight path. The last lonely Shulk. Already picked up that boat. It's just you. Never messed with you. Actually, let me be extra careful here. Don't need my bed with me right now. Just gonna do that. I guess that's what I want to do. Right there. That seems right. Get in. Don't hit yourself. Too late in the game for that nonsense. It's gonna hit me, isn't it? Oh, he saw me again. Ow. That's fun. Don't let yourself get too high up because he'll see you. Don't see me again. Don't shoot me again. Just sit. 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 Come on. No jumping jacks. Just sit. Just go on the rail. That's all I need you to do. From there, you're golden. Did I get it? I don't know if I got it. Okay. Well, that one's just going now. Boom! Missed. Okay, this is scuffed. Okay. Now I just gotta go get my minecart. I assure you, this is going according to plan. Okay, final trek. With all things considered, this is not the worst that we've put up with in the last week. Can you imagine if I decided to bring a warden to the surface for some ungodly reason? I would not be keeping my 67 levels, I can tell you that right now. I'd have to run the raid farm several days in a row to get enough totems to survive that nonsense. And that little trip in a weird roundabout alone was like 8 rockets. How's my armor after all of this abuse? Pretty good, actually. Now that I mention the warden, I am going to have to go get me a silence trim at some point. I don't believe I have one. I don't have all of the trims on this series, I don't think. I have a good chunk of them. That's going to have to be one of the side quests that I go on. Making sure I have all of my armor trims. Would you believe that the first 2 iterations of this process that you guys did not get to see because the Shulkers died, I was using rockets instead of minecarts to get from point A to B. That was so many rockets. My wings would have been dead by now. Just absolutely massacred. Can we see from the corner here? Oh no, this is the one where they were visible in the front. It's the one that was back there that we couldn't tell from the side, and there's no way we were gonna tell from the side. This one there in the front. Good to know. Just 1,800 blocks to go. No big deal, right? Not at all. Definitely simpler to just sit here and watch them go rather than have to fly ahead and wait for them and there be a chance that they just got stuck on the rails somewhere because they weren't loaded in anymore. This is at least enough to keep them loaded in. And we're good to go. After all I've spent on this railway system, in the end and the overworld, Moneybags is an ironic name. If I didn't have that extra stock of gold blocks in my ender chest, I would have had to go mining in the nether. It's actually faster to use Silk Touch to get all of the gold ore smelted down into ingots straight out than it is to risk breaking the nuggets and not get enough. Even with fortune, you might not get a full ingot out of it. But you're guaranteed if you smelt down the nether gold ore, you will get a full ingot out of it every time. You do have to wait for it to smelt, but that's a safe price to guarantee. Why does it feel like you're faster than me? Am I heavier than a shulker? It's just the line of sight perspective thing. Considering you're the only thing I can see. And honestly, anybody watching on a phone, I don't know how you can see this. And I do apologize for people watching on a phone, having to see this several times. But I did leave timestamps in the description, so you didn't have to worry about that. Minecraft is supposed to be about the journey, not about the final result anyway, right? That's how life is supposed to be. Let me know in the comments. Is that how you play, how you live? It's about the journey, or do you just set a goal and say, I'm not done until I hit this goal? I never consider myself done with anything. Unless I've fully worn out my patience with something. Otherwise, a creation is only finished when you stop putting energy into it. Kinda like this video. It's only done when I say I've had enough of Shulkers for now. Are you gonna be nice and fall through, or are you gonna get stuck again like number 2? I'd be surprised to know I didn't mean for that one to rhyme. Oh, he drops. Hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. I'll meet you down there. It's raining. Isn't that fun? the final Shulker. And I have just enough minecarts to get you up and me across, provided I don't do a bad again. See if we can be smooth this time. You go up. I'm going to do this way. And then we're just going to go up behind you. No issues this time. And there shouldn't be any screaming dragons. Just a little railway trip through the rain. Oh look, more pumpkins. That's very handy in case I need to get more snow golems. So I have a feeling I might have to kill these guys just to put them in place. You're in the boat. Get in the boat. Can I get in the boat with you? It's glitched, isn't it? Okay. That's not what I meant to grab. This is why we have leads. There is a boat there. That's not what I meant to do. Stop hitting him! No wonder you're confused. Okay, we're gonna relog. It's the last guy. Come on, don't do this to me. Can't hit the Shulker. I have to get in the boat with the Shulker, and if I can't lead the boat because the Shulker is on the same block as the boat, this is not going to go very well. I don't like this menu, by the way. Mojang, you could do better. It's janky. It doesn't put your cursor in the right spot with the controller. It just looks weird. And you could say that we're not used to it yet, but it doesn't function correctly half the time. Are you in the boat, actually? Yes, you should be actually in the boat. I'm in the boat with you. Stop it. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Okay, you're being a pain. You need to chill. Granted, I did hit you, but that wasn't my fault. It was the game's fault. I swear. I might just leave you there to chill. Let's see if we can do this safely. If. Come with me. Actually, that's fine. Ow. Ow. Stop hitting each other. Stop it. Stop it. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, you're not supposed to follow me in here. That's just cheating. Okay, I gotta go name you. Which means I need to go fishing. Which means you all get a little bit of a breather. I'm not gonna make you watch me fish. Thank you for watching up to this point. We got the Shulkers. And I'll be back shortly, hopefully. Okay. That didn't take very long at all, actually. It only took like 12 hours in-game. Not bad. Real time, probably like 5 minutes. I did have to sleep through the Minecraft night, and thankfully, because we have all the Shulkers here already, I can just go ahead and do that. I did have the 2 in here, I was able to get 2 here. Let's go ahead and name our Shulkers. We're going to name all 4 of them Shulky. Cost us 1 level to name 4 things. Not bad. Now I have to get up there carefully. Doesn't matter what time it is, but I do need to have my totem. I'm going to go up the elevators because that's the safest way to do that, but just to prove my point, the only thing you really see is that one line of the rail. You don't really even see the stuff on the glass at all, which is nice. See any stray bullets flying around? I think they were all aimed at me. Question is, can I free them from their prison? That's not one I need to be in. I need to be in this one. Alright, guys. Final stretch. Naming and releasing. And apparently hitting the button 4 times. Let me name you. Okay, Shulky number 1. Ow. He's very angry. Oh, they're all very angry. Ooh, I didn't mean to be in the boat. Okay, I got number 2. Okay. All the bullets are out the back. Got number 3. And got number 4. Don't hit each other. Oh, that's a lot of cannon fire. Okay, we're just gonna, yeah, detour off that. Just, yeah. Yeah. I can't risk that. Come on. 1. Oh, second one got me. Hit that one. Where did it go? Eh. Ow. Come on, you know you want me. Got it. Okay. Now I just gotta go break their bonds without killing them. That is the key here, without killing them. I might actually have to take an invisibility potion. We're gonna try this without, though. Ah, dang it, I hit him. Now he's extra mad. Ah, it's very hard to do. I'm gonna have to go get that invisibility potion. Just fall in the water. Just fall in the water. It's fine. That's why we have this water. Okay. They're named, and a couple of them are injured. And I need them to not injure each other more or me. So how does one make an invisibility potion? Let's find out together. Okay. Minecraft. Invis Potion recipe. Fermented spider eye, netherwort, sugar, and a spider eye. Start with the base potion. Awkward, yeah, we know that. For night vision, that's... Okay, night vision. Combine spider eye, sugar, and a brown mushroom in the crafting table. Add the fermented spider eye to the night vision in the brewing stand. So I do need that one. Do I have the food item to do that with? Aha. Okay, food item secured. You're not going to be in here. If anything, you'll be in the potion area. Let's see. That's just bone. String and stuff. Spider eye. Cool. Cool. Brown mushroom. Brown mushroom. Sugarcane will be up top. Sugarcane. Alright. Da-da-da. Crafting table. Fermented spider eye. Got it. Now we go ultra downstairs. Should have one brewing stand that has just awkward potions waiting. Awkward potions. So first we add you. Then we do these. And let me just grab one of you. And there's another brown mushroom in there. That's good to know. Turn you into Invis. And then we redstone dust that, because I'm going to need quite a few minutes. This gives me a total of 16 if I'm allowed to do that. I should, because the Wandering Traders could sell 8-minute potions, so why can't I make them? Okay, we can. Potion of Invis. The fastest way to do this is to fly over to the railway, take all my armor off, try not to hit them, and hit the boat instead. Or, alternatively, instead of going onto the railway, I do actually have a way of getting up to that next level with the other stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be holding a totem after we drink the potion. This is going to be very dangerous, very quickly. I'm not going to need any of these. I will keep that with me. You just in case. I'll move you over to the potion slot afterwards. Can they lock onto you after you've already hit them? Do they automatically do that? Okay, so we're going to move you. Take all of these off. Now we are completely vulnerable and completely invisible. Except particles, but they don't really register those, I don't think. I hope they don't. Okay, we are good. How do I do this without upsetting you? Okay, this is how I do this then. Just have to hit it until it breaks. Okay, I got the boat. But the boat is now in my hand. Okay, you are in your designated zone. So wait till it says board, and then I can hit it and not you. Spam click. You should go right into one of the zones. Go on. Crap. Crap. Let me eat. Come on. There we go. I should be fully invised again. Nope, he can still shoot me. Okay, damn it. Take that off. Is he still sitting right there? Or are they both in place? I think they're both in place. Yes, they're both in place. Okay, good. So now one farm will be working. Let's make sure they duplicate properly before we do anything else. One should die shortly. Yes! 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 It's alive! Happy dance! Happy dance! We're gonna get in the boat. We're gonna move you closer to your destination. We're gonna break the boat. It has to say board, and then I can hit it. Oop. He sees something in my hand, I'm sure. It's fine. Okay, you've teleported in place. Now I have to get up there. I'm gonna do that from right here. Take the wings off. Still invis, so I'd be able to get in here. Hit the boat. Teleport in. Can you do that? Can you teleport in? Shulky. You're the last guy I need to go in. Come on. Shulky. Come on. You're not stuck in the block, are you? You're not supposed to be there, buddy. I can't risk hitting you. I just need you to go where you're supposed to go. Okay, now you're being obtuse. Don't you dare kill me. Don't you do it. We've come so far together, Shulky. Come on. I brought all your friends. Can't hit you, so... Don't be aggroed at me. Nope, you're still mad. Ow. Well, you're just gonna be mad then. Eventually you'll have to teleport in there because you're standing on a glass block, which you're not supposed to be able to do. Come on. You can do it. I've got 3 of you in place. I'm invisible. You can't see me. There you go. You're in. Oh, guys. Got 4 Shulkies in the farms, and I didn't have to kill anything. You know what? I don't even care if they see me now. We're done. We are done. How much longer do I have on the potion? 1 minute and 30. All my shulkers are in the overworld, in their farms, duplicating as they should be. And I'm still invisible. I can't believe it's done. After 4 days and many attempts, many trials and errors, it is done. And I didn't die. Wait. What am I looking at? Are there 3 shulkies in there? I think that's what's supposed to happen. So I'm not going to be mad about it. It's fine. We've got all the shulkies in place. They're doing what they do. Let's go check the storage. Now, I have it set so the middle ones should be where they go first. But it's probably going to be the ones on the end. Yeah, 13 and 4. This one was the one that had them in first. But the fact that this is right above my mob grinder means it will work extensively well if I AFK at the mob grinder. These guys will be in the same chunks. And we'll be good to go. If this ever breaks in any fashion, I will cry and have to re-bring them over, but I'm not going to be dispelling this pathway for anybody's suggestions. This is going to stay just in case I need to do this mess again. And I'm no longer invisible. That's wonderful. Thank you, Shulkies, for your service. Thank you for your patronage and for watching this scuffed, extensive video, and I'm sending things off in the rain. But that's fine. It is a happy rain, tears of joy. I love you all. I'm very, very happy right now. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week for episode 201. We have an iron farm to fix up. 200 episodes, baby!